I would have to point out, although Dr. Pooja seems to be very sweet, I haven't met her very much in person, but I have to point out that it's very sad that Congress has to point out that we are living in a democracy, having created an emergency situation themselves. Dr. Pooja said that we are living in an emergency. Anyway, that is her choice of words. Now, as far as being a woman is concerned, my head hangs in shame. Not today. When I heard that a woman MP thought nothing of giving away her passport ID and then claiming, yes, yes, of course I did that. Then that time she didn't remember that this is a responsibility of a member of parliament who has been sent by the Krishnanagar people with high hopes that she's supposed to go and debate. Well, she did debate, but debated what? Questions which were typed out by somebody else. And she's saying, yes, they were typed out by somebody else because I gave the OTP. Yes, I know very well that these people had typed out my questions. So then what? What is this in aid of? Today she's feeling bad. Today women all over India are feeling bad. As a woman, I felt bad that day. When this woman obviously has no sense of, I am not bothered about her personal life. How many bags, how many boyfriends, how many dogs? A dog, yes, I'm very worried about Henry. I was very worried about Henry because there was a huge issue about, who he was supposed to go with. But the rest of it, I'm not bothered. I am bothered that here are many women politicians are aspiring to reach this temple of democracy. And this woman reaches, supposed to be dignified. But then she speaks 2.5 words of English and she thinks she's the cat's whiskers. So she can do away with her parliament identity, her login details. Would you do that for your company? Forget about the parliament. Parliament is way beyond all of us. The 545 people who reach are privileged people. And you don't play with that privilege. That is why you have an ethics committee who asks you separately, what did you do? So she doesn't want to answer there. She took some list of questions which she doesn't want to participate. She wants to come out, create a scene in front of media. That's fine then. She was given 3 chances. Why did she not talk then?
Right. See, Shatrupalji, the panel has already deliberated upon, and that's how the conclusion was reached. And the parliament, as we all saw, took its own course. But the question here is, obviously, Dr. Tripathi, where to from here? We have an election coming in 2024. We have an India alliance also in place. Mamta Banerjee and both Mahua Moitra have made a futuristic statement. Mahua ji saying that this is the beginning of the end of BJP, and Mamta Banerjee saying that Mahua Moitra would ultimately win. What are the chances? And amidst all this is the big election. How prepared are you for this?
I think, Pankaj, we are very prepared. It's not a matter about a single MP called Mahua Moitra or Aji making a statement. She would win. That's a no-brainer. She would win definitely. But the point is, what are we presenting before the country? What kind of parliamentary ethos, what kind of rule of law, what kind of rule of justice, what kind of norms, privileges are we presenting before the country? You are in a new building with the same old mindset. You want to crush any voice of dissent that asks question, that demands accountability. And now, from today, it's been there cannot be a more beautiful example than today, that this government is hell bent on destroying every voice of opposition, and this should give them more than one chances to come together and fight the divisive forces in 2024. Just 5 months later, elections are there, and I'm sure everyone will come together because they tried to silence Rahul Gandhi.
That's what
Madam
many are drawing parallel with. That
they tried to
anyone
do
who
that, but
questions.
court overturned that. They tried to keep Rahul Gandhi out of parliament, who was continuously asking questions on the Modi Adani nexus. Second person who was asking continuous questions on Modi Adani nexus was Ms. Moitra. They have expelled her today.
Shatrupa, sorry, I wanted a response from Shatrupaji on the same thing because, as I said, we are coming back to the same point. 2 cases that kept on asking the government, especially the alleged connection of the Adani group with Prime Minister's office, with the BJP. This is something that also needs to be looked at, isn't it, Shatrupaji?
No, we look at everything. In fact, whenever Rahul Gandhi got up to question, he was always told that please come back with evidence. When he spoke about the Rafael, when he spoke about a lot of other issues, he keeps getting up and saying things, but he doesn't do his homework. So again, I'm saying he was not expelled. He was suspended for a specific period for specifically misusing the name of the Prime Minister of India. One doesn't joke with the name of the Prime Minister of India. So there are no comparisons. However, of course, Congress, I would in fact, our friendly advice to Dr. Pooja, I would really advise that Congress goes to the elections alone. They're better off alone because they're a national party. They're the only other national party except BJP. So we should actually fight it out amongst us. But they are going to rely on this so-called India alliance, where everybody's going around in musical chairs looking for that one chair who will be the PM, and finally they can't agree on one set of seats for any Vidhan Sabha. So, okay, fine. I mean, I'm a diehard optimistic myself. So, if Congress wants to remain optimistic with the India alliance, all the best to them. But 2024 is ours, and Narendra Modi will be speaking from the Red Fort.
Right. I mean, see, that's what politics is all about, isn't it?
Yes,
Because, two things are there. First, the naivety doesn't pay much because Rahul Gandhi, and again, putting two and two together here, sticking my neck out. But, someone would definitely, many read it that way, that Rahul Gandhi getting stuck in that Modi surname case, while others at times have gotten away with more, grave commentary against a particular individual, could, have been treated differently. Maybe that was a way to silence, for albeit for some time, Rahul Gandhi. Pooja ji, now, as Shatrupa ji says, 2024 Prime Minister Modi, we have seen the results this time around in the Hindi belt. And even if assembly elections at times are no comparison to what Lok Sabha elections behave, how they behave it, how big a shock do you see to the India alliance as far as the name of the TMC MP being, coming in this controversy and ultimate expulsion from the parliament?
I think I'll take your comment there. Rahulji saying that why is every thief that leaves India with Nirav Modi is a bigger point of
You,
concern
you are
that a
also.
sitting MP standing up and saying of MP from a minority community, Bhadava and Katwa, on the floor of House. We have never seen 75 years of independence. We have never heard of. We have never seen something as disgraceful as what Mr. Ramesh Biduri did. But Mr. Ramesh Biduri passes off as somebody who is apologizes and moves on. There has been grave charges on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Don't want to name it even.
But there has been probe, right?
And then he just sits there while a woman MP who questions
he's in Parliament. He will sit in
dispensation is expelled. So that's your one part of question. When we come to where we are from here now, we have to understand that look at TMC. They have the one who have completely demolished Bharatiya Janata Party in Bengal. Look at Akhilesh Yadav, a big time contender to Bharatiya Janata Party in Uttar Pradesh. Look at Stalin. Nobody stands in front of him in Tamil Nadu. Now, these are these big players. Look at even Arvind Kejriwal. He actually, he just demolishes everyone in front of him in Delhi. So when I say these players, these are the regional players who have time and again, coming to Nitish even, who have time and again defeated BJP. And when we say that, look at the present situation now, they've won. Very congratulations to them for winning the 3 state elections, but they are completely rotten off from South India. So this shows that the regional players are very well capable of defeating BJP in their own turf. And when these regional players join hands, we will have a seat sharing formula very soon. We will, come together, sit on the table, give adequate representation. And Congress has been very honest in his opinion that we don't want a very front face. We are ready to support you. Every regional player, when they join hands, they will act as a formidable forces against. Ms. Chatrupaji just said that you don't play with the name of Prime Minister Modi. Nobody played with Prime Minister Modi. A simple question was asked: why is every thief's name that has Isn't it a fact that
Again, you're
central
doing that.
government
No, no,
aided
yes.
Nirav Modi?
I would urge, Dr. Tripathi also, that
No, I'm
it's your
Yes.
opinion. You are sharing it. You are sharing it
nobody
definitely.
questioned Mr. Modi. I'm just explaining that
Again, she's
only.
doing that.
You know,
No, no, nobody questioned
see,
that.
I
So
mean
I'm
that.
saying that somebody calling Bhadwa Katwa is still sitting there, but a woman
See, again.
who has been
Hmm.
Can I
expelled
interrupt? I'm getting
without
late for the show. I just want to clarify 2 points.
Yeah, Shatrupati, please
Yeah,
go on.
Pankaj, I'm sorry, Dr. Pooja, for cutting you through. Because I'm getting late for another show. But there are
Yes.
2 things I want to contradict her. One is BJP being demolished in West Bengal is again another narrative that Trinamool keeps saying. BJP was not in power in West Bengal. We're still not in power. We used to have 1 MLAs. From there, we had 3 MLAs. Now we have 77 MLAs. So there's no question of demolishing BJP in West Bengal. Yes, we are not in power. That will happen. As far as South India is concerned, yes, we have been ousted from Karnataka, and we never were in power in Telangana. So there is no question of us wiping our name and Congress wiping our name off from South India, because we're still there in alliance in Pondicherry. So I would suggest that people talking should get
Right.
the facts straight.